my balls keep telling me to let me just let me
And so we're going to get right into Nick's video, which is just blowing up right now, as it well should.
I was 14 turning 15, and I told him I was 16 or 17. I don't remember. He wasn't aware. Nobody was. I came forward about my real age eventually, and I knew it was wrong, which is why I decided it needed to be said. It's entirely possible that she told him she was 17 because in December she had stated that she was 17 years of age during the Nick Cash situation. So regardless of what she said in the original twit longer,
nobody knows how old this girl is. We can't believe her now. Then
I don't even know. I don't even know for sure now.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's a girl. Like,
yeah.
No, he's never sent lewds or nudes or anything of the sort to me. I know he has to other girls.
Where are they, Anthony? Where are they, Anthony?
Because I've been shown them, unfortunately, but never to me.
And,
I genuinely don't remember
if there's rumors behind the scenes. Someone mentioned to me that there's allegedly a picture of Zaptie floating around with an emoji covering his face and his dick in the picture.
Okay.
Now, first of all, if this existed, I'm sure all of us would have seen it because that's what happens in these kinds of situations.
Like Jared, Pro Jared.
Someone who's he's being accused of being a pedophile. So we saw what happened to Pro Jared. I'm assuming on a smaller scale, this would have gotten around, especially with Keem tweeting it. On top of all that, if you show me a picture of an emoji covering the guy's face, I'm inclined at this point with all the information I have, really to not believe you. Yeah,
it's bullshit. Should have been turned over to the cops.
Yes, it was legal in the circumstance that no explicitly nude images were sent. Provocative images were sent, but nothing 100% nude.
Those provocative images were there on both ends or just from her?
Just from her, and apparently the pictures in her underwear were on her Twitter and her Instagram.
So anybody could have them. They
were public consumption. They were on social media.
So we have no child porn involved. Zero.
When we started talking in that sort of way, I knew it was wrong. I knew it would get out in the end. It wasn't my goal to expose him because
let's make this clear. He thinks she's 16 at the time, not 13.
I just want to make one thing extremely clear. Scrubby wrote me in the DM group chat a couple seconds ago, like, wow, she sent this to you willingly?
You're a master. There's a theme developing here.
I get more confessions than 6ix9ine's judge.
Yeah, so much for the nobody will trust this Keemstar.
Genuinely did like him, and despite their biggest pushback at the time came from Tommy C and Danarchy, who was formerly VWQ.
Because I know, first of all, there's no blood test for this.
You better shut the fuck up about me being skinnier. All right, chat, you can go fuck yourself.
There are. From what I understand, they are doing studies on brainwaves and stuff like that, but there's nothing concrete. And for him to say
man, no wonder my wife sleeps with me more back then. Look at me. I'd fuck that guy too.
Been diagnosed with this, it just doesn't make any sense.
Where Heather in her twit longer said no nudes were actually sent, Anthony tells a very different tale.
Yup, he fucked over on to defend him. And so, Anthony, you motherfucker, you motherfucker. That girl said that didn't happen prior to this happening. I didn't know that. I would have fucking raked you up. No, I should have caught that. I should have been. See, I didn't have a news team at the time. Nah, Anthony. Nah, Anthony. You were trying to shut everybody fucking up because you know it was bullshit. Like, this is it. Right there. That's why I chickened out.
How do you fight that? How the fuck do you fight that?
I could have figured it out. Well, I didn't back off when they started pulling it, but I rolled back. I proceeded carefully after that. And part of this does fall on Zaptie. He should have stuck up for himself. He should have straightened it out. We knew the fucking sociopathy thing was horseshit, and I knew he was saying that to avoid responsibility and try to have some kind of stupid explanation to his friends, and I just assumed all three of them just bought it. But then this came in.
Is there a chance that maybe there were other girls and they just don't think they're victims? They just never thought they were victims in the situation?
They might even know they were girls. At this point, we wouldn't even know if they thought they were Zaptie's girlfriend. What am I looking at here?
Heather and Zaptie are talking. Heather drops, weird question. Did you save these images? Like, did you store these images on your phone's hard drive? Okay, good. That's just a screenshot that happened to be one of the 3 that were released. Is that not the most perfect screenshot you've ever seen in your life?
It's beautiful.
There's 3 screenshots. Yeah. One of them talk about him commenting on her nudes. One of them talks about him storing the nudes on his phone's hard drive. And the other one is you're worth getting arrested for. I want to know what's in between all of that.
But whoa. And she just told you she sent him no nudes.
No, they're not nudes. They're in the picture that he's talking about says, I wish I could take that bra off. Meaning that she was wearing clothes.
Oh.
It's the same thing as sending an underwear.
And let's make this clear.
It's identical to the ones that were on her Twitter.
And she wasn't 13. She was more like 15 at the time. But she was telling him.
She was 14, 15.
And how old?
The same underwear pictures were on her Twitter that she sent to him.
Why would Anthony put so much stock in this girl who obviously is getting a fucking rise out of fucking over YouTubers?
He thought he could make a career.
That's what it feels like to me.
Something wrong? Yeah.
Nope. Sexual discussions are not an underage person. It's still illegal. She didn't entrap him, as far as we know. Then watch the fucking video. She admits to entrapping him. Ugh.
Yeah, no, she definitely did catfishing. No doubt.
She absolutely catfished him.
But if you fall for a catfish at 16, I don't know. That's pretty fucking rough still.
And she tried to do it again to Nikesh. Anthony and her.
At the same time, she actually cheated on Zaptie.
Yeah, I ate a few more likes.
Apparently sending...
She cheated.
The catfish cheated on Zaptie.
The classic catfish cheat.
I've never heard of a story like that in my life.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep.
This is them, not me.
You should use that for an intro one.
Yeah, right.
My balls keep telling me to let me just let me
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep.
See, some spastic who hears this will be like, well, you could Zaptie a paedophile, but I didn't. They just said, like,
oh, yeah.
Fucks the wrong people. Like, that was
guys, he's not a pedophile. He just fucks the wrong people.
I mean, these people are unbelievable. Well, if I just used the definition and not the word, I actually didn't slander anybody. You fucking dolt.
Guys, he's not a pedophile. He just shoves his penis into children.
I didn't call him that. How dare you?
It doesn't help the fact that you're with people that don't particularly want to take it too seriously either, you know?
Yeah, unfortunately, as proven by recent events.
Exactly. So
bring back old dead hot wet soup.
Oh, so Pig and Elvis don't want you to take it seriously?
So that was on Pig and Elvis. Oh. They don't want to take it seriously. This guy fucking admitted defeat to me. He said he got it wrong and fucked it up. And the only reason he fucked it up is because he got so emotional because Zaptie had snagged his girlfriend too. And here he is, a couple months later, saying he didn't do a fucking thing wrong.
So I'm like, alright, well, I tell Jimmy and Aaron.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, how many people are affected by this? And I'm like, a good 100.
Okay, who the fuck is 100? Come on, you're gonna drop a number like that?
Can I just point out, this is the most
it's a lot of pussy
beta-ass 4 profile pictures I have ever seen in my life. Look at these fucking photos, dude. These are 4 guys in this call? Are we sure?
I don't know.
Would you believe me if I paid an artist to draw me like Alex's profile pic?
That's another thing. Alex just said somebody grabbed his testicles at a club. I don't believe that. I don't think they're there.
But seriously, just remember, this guy dropped out of law school to pursue YouTube full-time, planned on going to live with ImAllexx, and then all of this stuff happens, and he had to go back to working at Chipotle. Now he's got no education. Now where's he going from there? This guy has really been fucked for the better part of 2 years.
Anthony, where are the pictures, Anthony? Where are they, Anthony? Verify it, Anthony.
He had an account called McWiggle or whatever, and he tried to come back and just talk on Twitter, and somebody fucking found out it was him, so that all the major Twitters started tweeting out, hey, that's Zaptie, hey, that's Zaptie, and they kept spamming pedophile, 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 pedophile. This guy's life is fucked up.
Me and Ed were in calls every single day for 7 days. I mean, he promised me, the last time I spoke to Ed before I went to Norway, we got on a call, and he promised me he was going to get help.
Now, here's 2 things. 1, I don't think that conversation happened. And 2, where was Alex making a video or something, going on Twitter and going, hey guys, Ed got the help he needed. We could just talk about that now. Ed went out and he got help.
What kind of help? What kind of help for what? What is the help for?
You're my friend,
I think
but
it was
I have to let you go.
because he was diagnosed apparently with major depressive disorder, and he had signs of post-traumatic stress disorder. So I'm assuming he got in touch with a therapist.
Did Ed get PTSD from Alex accusing him of all this shit? Is that what this is?
Tommy, my source has offered to come on the call.
Who is it?
Hey,
this is Ed's close personal friend.
Okay, I can.
That's what it is.
Friend of Zaptie, are you here, sir? How are you taking away Nick's video?
It's a whole lot of weight off.
I imagine.
Because, well, yeah, Ed, honestly, you know what? I'm never going to say Ed has been a perfect person, and I'm never going to say that about anyone. Like, people make mistakes, but
he certainly put himself in this position. He did put himself.
No one's accused him of his real mistakes, is what I'm saying.
I agree.
A lot of bullshit.
Bingo.
How are you related to Zaptie? Like, how are you good friends with him?
He was a voice actor.
I could see that.
I'm a voice actor, and we actually met through that community when we were about 13, 15 years old. So we knew each other for a long time.
And I'm going to add on the fact right now that I actually seeked him out, not the other way around.
Okay.
Do you know why he didn't ever make a video trying to clear things up?
Ed was in more than a bad fucking place, and it got really, really, really bad. It's tough words to say. I'd rather imply them. That if that makes everyone else feel more comfortable.
All right, well, just give your
but
opinion.
It got to the point where he genuinely did not care anymore.
Alex's relationship with Zaptie was not best friend at any time. Is that true?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I have no idea where the fuck he got that from.
He makes him more of a hero.
I'm quite pissed off.
Yeah.
Well, they planned on moving in, so how serious was the relationship?
That was also never a thing.
You don't think that was ever going to happen?
Yeah, and I can tell you that was a thing because that's what him and I were doing.
Dude, if such
there's actually a lot of shit that Alex says that's actually about Ed and I's relationship.
Yeah.
Like that's the fucking weird thing.
So lovable that everyone wants to move in with him.
All right, let me read this. Hey, Zaptie's full legal name. Just a reminder, instead of threatening suicide, maybe you should just do it. So this is what made him crack, I guess.
That's one of the mess. That's one of the things I got.
I totally fucking get you.
Are they the same people, you think?
And then that's him saying under it, so this is happening now, this channel is not happening, I'm sorry. And it backs up what he just said.
Because you can't deal it. They can't deal with it.
Is there a chance you could get Zaptie? At any point, get him to come and talk to any of us about that?
No, not in a million years.
Why do you think that?
I've asked him.
He doesn't have the strength.
Like, he's honestly, I kind of get it, and I kind of don't get it.
Emotionally scarred for this whole thing,
but Ed's got a ton of fight in him for his friends, just none for himself.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And it's really sad.
It's too bad.
Like, because he's a good person.
No, I've met people like that, so I can't say like.
Yeah, I know.
That you know.
You got to put this in perspective that it's been 3 years. 3 years of having to make new social media accounts because people tracked you down. 3 years of attempting to come back. I think he tried twice publicly that I even know about and getting just the same pushback. And at those times, yeah, the genuine consensus around the entire community was he did it. He was that thing. But when I talk to other creators, and I'm talking to guys like Tro and all those other people, they also came back with, yeah, maybe I don't think he did everything they're saying. But at the end of the day, the overwhelming thing is that people thought he did that. Now, maybe if the thing shifts, I would like to see where he is.
My one last big question is, since you're like the closest thing to Zaptie, I don't know if we'll ever like hear this again, is it would mean a lot if you could shout out Turkey Tom's channel.